Okay, here we go. MBL, aka the Babadook, versus Liereyy live, Teutons v Teutons on Arabia. Let's start this one from the beginning. MBL playing here in the red trunks, getting his mills up, getting himself ready. Looks like 3 vills early on wood for the red player MBL. Liereyy on the other side with 4 vills early on wood. Could think about a barracks and a drush, but we will wait and see. Liereyy in the green, luring in a boar, has his main gold to the side, main stone on the back. Kind of an interesting map. His left flank is maybe something he can defend. Extra gold pile is probably not something he can defend. Barracks will come up for Liereyy, and we will see a drush. This is an interesting map. Easy to push these deer toward the middle of the TC. That will be a nice food boost. Not anything you can wall completely in the near future, but that's not really the point of Arabia. Defending this gold is going to be an interesting part of the match. Maybe we'll see some walls here just to deter that eventually. Vill's going out to gold as we speak, as Liereyy grabs loom, so maybe he's thinking about feudal age and men-at-arms. 2 vills out to gold would suggest that to us. Meanwhile, on MBL's side of the map, we've got a couple vills going to stone, baby. MBL is getting stoned early. He's going to send 7 villagers forward. No, these 2 vills are going out to do some walling? No, I think they just pathed in a weird way. MBL is going to send 7 villagers forward. He will find a wolf. But when you have ooh, these vills aren't loomed either. You got to be careful with this. Oh, they are. I'm sorry. I don't know what I saw. Anyway, MBL going to feudal age. Liereyy coming forward to tower. MBL going forward to tower. Holy sweet Jesus. And both guys investing a lot of villagers. 5 vills forward for Liereyy. 7 vills forward for MBL. Liereyy here is going to drop his first tower right up in MBL's grill, take away his berries, take away his gold. Men-at-arms coming in for the green player. In the meantime, double towers here on the front. MBL is going to drop 2 towers on both Lierey's wood line and his berries. So Lierey's going to have to abandon ship on this whole side of the map. And man, that looks like a great play. In hindsight, holy sweet Jesus. This wood line was so important to Liereyy. Liereyy is going to have to send his entire wood economy to the total opposite side of the map. Maybe here? I don't even know where. Anyway, we'll slow this one down for a moment. MBL dropping another tower there on the front. In the meantime, Lierey's got some vills sneaking around the other side of MBL's base. Villager on villager violence going on in the middle of the map. Where are the men-at-arms? The men-at-arms maybe walked home. Is that where they are? Where are those freaking men-at-arms? Liereyy at the moment. Oh, let's go ahead and look at the military view. He's got... I don't see them. He's got dead men-at-arms somewhere, I guess. Don't know. Was too busy kind of focusing on the other parts of the match. Don't see those corpses, but maybe up there. I'm not sure. Anyway, for the moment, Lierey's tower push is kind of fizzling. MBL able to kill the green scout, and he's going to chase these villagers all the way home. In the meantime, MBL has done what? He kind of walked back halfway with his villagers, and now he's going to come forward and start taking his opponent's wood. Man, this game is an absolute clusterfuck of a game, but still anybody's game to win. Gotta love MBL's position right now, especially since the wolves are in the mix, the villagers are in the mix. Sweet baby Jesus, Lierey's actually in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna lose a few vills here. In the end, he will distract MBL enough to get this tower up. Whoa, this is really surprising. Okay, MBL returning his villagers back to deal with the next potential tower. For the moment, MBL's villagers on the front are just grabbing wood. No more towers right now for him. He's idled his stone pile, and probably pretty wisely here, the red player will save up some stone to basically deal with his opponent's incoming tower. Where are these villagers coming from? MBL with 4 vills coming out of nowhere. Guess they're just walking the long way around the world. And they will get here in time to probably rush this tower down as soon as it's up. MBL's going to start walling those villagers in if he can. Oh no, Lierey's tower doesn't finish. Oh boy. This feels like it's the beginning of the end for Liereyy. He's really had a terribly failed tower rush. Green player has transitioned his wood line to the other side. He's built a tower to defend it, but he's absolutely discombobulated at this point in the match. 7 villagers behind right now, and really, really, really hurting. Do. For the moment, we've got a match that MBL should be able to finish off here. He's taken down Lierey's tower. Liereyy is still with a snuck villager though. Will get another tower up. He is really determined to take away his opponent's stone. Just going all in to try to get that done. Gonna wall that tower in real quick and hopefully save his villager's skin. We'll be able to keep that villager alive. And man, MBL has to be annoyed. MBL has to be annoyed at the persistence of Liereyy. Liereyy adding in some towers in the middle of the map and still holding MBL's gold hostage. But this is a tough spot, man. Green player right now is really hurting. 7 vills behind at the moment. Has some gold in the bank, has some stone in the bank, but no food. Eco may be a little bit better than MBL's as far as what he's got saved up, but I don't think it's going to matter. Lierey's tower is going down here. Liereyy will drop another tower on the front. MBL will come in and rush that tower down and chase that villager away once again. Just one of these games, man, where Liereyy just so persistent trying to keep getting those towers up. He's got stone for it. You might as well use that. Green player will wall himself in, and I think what we're going to do is fast forward up to real time. Liereyy is going to walk back home for the most part, and both players will start to kind of boom themselves up. See if they can get the buildings down that they need to get to the castle age. MBL at the moment is going to be, he's got the food, he's got the gold, he just needs the market, I suppose. Does he have the second building as well? I just see the market. Oh, market blacksmith up for MBL, so he can click up now if he wants to. Liereyy on the other side will finish his market as well and click up as well. Lierey's got to do something impressive here soon. Oh boy. MBL coming in with another tower here. Power building a tower on Lierey's land. This is not really a risk that he needed to take, but we'll see MBL try to get this done. Lierey's got more villagers in the mix. MBL trying to quick wall in his tower if he can. Lierey's has to go up first, though. He's got so many more villagers out here on the front. MBL able to snipe down a vill with arrow fire there from his tower. He's going to go forward and rush Lierey's tower down, but I don't think that's going to work. This is a really strange risk if you're MBL because you're 8 villagers ahead, and you're sending basically 7 villagers into a potentially hazardous situation. Not sure if this is going to work out, but this tower is going to be rushed down, and it looks like MBL will get out of dodge without losing any of those vills. Not going to lose any of those vills, and for now he is going to, I don't know, go home? No? Drop a barracks on the front. Why not? Scale barding armor coming for the red player. Double stables coming down from Liereyy as we speak. Trying to protect himself on this front part so he can take this gold, I suppose, and keep his wood line. Lierey's wood is really precarious right now. He still cannot control this wood line that MBL took away. Really needs that wood line. Triple stables coming from MBL with a barracks to boot. Castle Age is in first for the red player. Doesn't have any buildings to really use, but he is up to Castle Age. Forging on the way. Knights on the way out. And for now, we will wait and see if MBL can deliver the game-winning blow. Right now, it is a 9-villager advantage for the red player, and is he gonna drop a TC somewhere? I don't know. No, certainly not. Doesn't have any wood whatsoever. Triple stable knights. He's gonna need all the food he can get to basically pump these units out. +1/+1 with bloodlines on the way. Pikemen as well coming for MBL. Liereyy will go into knights also. But he's going to be the second man to get to knights, and he's going to, he's actually going to have equal upgrades. He's going to have better upgrades for a moment, but soon we will see +1/+1 for both players. MBL's got 4 knights out right now, just starting to mass those up, adding in pikes here on the front. Liereyy, for now, is kind of hurting on resources. MBL floating just a wee bit of resource here. Should be able to continue to pump knights and pikemen on the front lines. Lierey's initial tower is still up for now, and we will see that continue to harass MBL's economy. MBL's going for the kill, I think, at this point. He's trying to mass up more knights and pikes than his opponent has, and he's trying to basically bludgeon his opponent to death here in the early Castle Age. Iron casting coming for Liereyy, chain barding coming for MBL. MBL will need some chain barding here because he's going to take some TC arrow fire. When he goes in, he's also going to take arrow fire from a couple of towers scattered hither and thither from the green player. Liereyy drops a TC on the front. He's going to try to get back even on villagers. MBL, in the meantime, is going to be on 1 TC for the foreseeable future, at least for now. He's certainly going to need quite a bit more wood. Let's see, farms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like we have about 11 or 12 farms there on Lierey's side. MBL's got maybe a few more. Should be able to continue to pump these knights out. Lierey's going to be spending a lot of his food trying to build up 2 TC's worth of villagers. Pikemen coming in. The monks here need to get 2 conversions. It looks like they did get 2 conversions. And they did both get into the TC, question mark. I think Liereyy got both of those monks in here. He did. Really cost-effective fight from Liereyy. That is exactly what Liereyy needed here. Definitely needs to get some good cost-effective fights, some good conversions, and he needs to buy himself some time. If you have more vills and you idle your vills and thereby idle the same amount of vills of your enemy, you are winning. I think I understand that. Confusing statement, but I think I get it. Liereyy here seems to be defending his turf pretty nicely. MBL going right into the teeth of that TC is going to have to get out of dodge. He did grab a few monks in the end, but you got to give Liereyy some credit, man. He's still alive. If you told me a couple minutes ago that he'd still be in this, I would have told you no way. Still chasing MBL around, keeping him busy with monks, throwing in TC arrow fire as much as he can. Liereyy for now, double stables. One of those stables is busy creating knights. Economy is a little bit strapped right now for resources. Lierey's still having trouble winning back his initial wood line. He will eventually chop through this area if this game lasts long enough. Does have another wood line in the back area, so that could be nice for him. Taking away a lot of the gold, though, from MBL. MBL's still not able to win back his own main gold, which is really going to catch up to him eventually. The red player here is down to about 1,200 gold, I suppose, to work with until he wins back his own gold pile. Can take some of Lierey's gold, though, if he does go north. His MBL, he has to have scouted that, right? Yep, MBL knows about that gold, so he will be absolutely fine to run in and take it when he wants to. More monks coming from Liereyy. Man, he's going really into monk defense. Town center coming on the front for the green player. He will protect a little bit more of his gold. And there are towers and TCs everywhere. This is a really tough economy to raid. It's really not an easy economy to raid. +2 defense knights from MBL can certainly do the job, but if he loses 2 or 3 to conversion, yeah, it's anybody's fight to win. Liereyy is going to have a nice healed up army due to the presence of monks. MBL here with a couple of low HP ones, but he does have a pretty major superior numbers advantage. Still just the 4 monks on the front, no more coming. Here comes MBL for another run into the breach. Let's see. I think we saw 2 conversions there, but I didn't hear the noise. MBL coming right into this fight. TC arrow fire focusing down those pikemen very early. And in the end, MBL will lose everything. Lierey's going to win that fight really easily. I think Liereyy got a couple converts there. Hard to see amongst all the buildings, but really nice bit of game from Liereyy. He's going to be able to repel MBL for now, running straight into the teeth of these pikes. Not so good. Unfortunately, going to lose a couple of knights there for free. But we will see even numbers of villagers. MBL still with a military advantage. And he still has a couple annoying towers on the map. MBL and Liereyy both with a couple annoying towers. MBL will get a siege workshop out so he can ram down this whole front area. Second TC up for the red player. Red player MBL has 3 really nice annoying towers here. This wood line is not nothing to take away. And Liereyy still has a really nice annoying tower here. This is a great tower. It's stood for so long. Tower in the middle of the map is also annoying for the later game if MBL wants to expand his eco. So MBL went for the knockout blow, and it didn't quite get him what he wanted. At the moment, Liereyy continues to live, continues to heal up knights, and it will have 3 or 4 monks ready for the next barrage. Milmano saying we should go on to Discord. Oh, okay, I can do that after this. Can't change horses midstream here. Whoa, that actually makes sense. That saying that never made much sense. Anyway, knights from Liereyy will actually start to push out, no longer going to stay at home and respect MBL's army. MBL's army here is mostly trash. Liereyy at the moment floating enough stone for a castle, and that castle is going to come right on the front here if he can get it. 1 tower from MBL will lob in a few arrows here and there, but that castle is going up. On MBL's side of the map, quite a bit more food and gold in the bank. Maybe thinking about trying to go imp. But Lierey's got other ideas on his mind, man. He's going to come in here and try to do some raiding. Looks like about 10 knights roaming into this eco. There are some pikes to defend this. Those units are a great counter, but they are by no means the strongest counter. You know, I mean, we're going to see just like 6 or so pikes. That's not really enough to stop this number of knights. We will see Liereyy run roughshod over this eco for a minute. Taking down a couple vills, putting himself 10 villagers ahead of MBL, and maybe going to break the wrist and walk away here. Castle is up. Liereyy is going to knock down towers the old-fashioned way, maybe the new-fashioned way. MBL will drop a TC on the front and start taking his own gold after ramming down his opponent's tower. And MBL will go to Imperial. So Liereyy will trade a little bit of time and energy to do some damage to MBL to get up a good-sized eco, 13 villager advantage. MBL, trying to do some raiding, didn't really get what he wanted out of it and decided to just say screw it and go imp. Lierey's not that far behind, though. He's actually not far at all behind. Should be clicking up here any second. So we'll see this one go into the Imperial Age in a match that is actually pretty darn close to even. Do I give the advantage to Liereyy now? I don't know. I mean, MBL's still in a nice spot. He's got +1/+2 knights. He's teched not really into pikes at all, but maybe he will as the game continues. +2/+2 for Liereyy. At the moment, militaries are bigger for MBL, but that is mostly a trash advantage. This is anybody's game to win. I like that MBL has taken this extra gold to the north, adding in archery ranges as we speak. Okay, keep that in mind. Archery range is coming down now for the red player. Liereyy is not adding anything else in except for, yeah, he's not adding any buildings in. Does get a castle up, but that is all that we're going to see. We will see a university, but that's probably just the building that he needed to get up. For now, Liereyy is, yeah, he's also adding in ranges on the front. Players grabbing relics. We'll see if we can do a little more raiding from the green player. MBL, though, Johnny on the spot, waiting with open arms with those pikemen, is going to get some damage in for sure. MBL's ready for this. Both guys grabbing relics. We can see that on the overlay. Villagers grabbing gold on the front here. Let's see what we're looking at for resources. Looks like about 600 food, 700 gold. MBL with a bit more resource. Liereyy with 15 more vills. We've got a game on our hands once again. It happens slowly, but this is a hell of a comeback if Lierey's able to win this game. It's not like he came back in some epic one big swoop, but basically defended himself nicely, was able to build some monks and defend as MBL tried over and over to crash this TC. And now this game is really back to level ground, which is awesome. Really cool to see. Imperial Age coming in for Liereyy, and we will see both players grabbing chemistry. Captram coming for MBL. Lierey's just now grabbing handcart, so his economy can finally be sort of in full swing. MBL will add in double siege workshops. He'll add in another barracks. He'll add in 3 archery ranges. Liereyy on the front will have siege workshop and 5 archery ranges. So a bit more of a siege-based push maybe for MBL and a bit more of a range-based push from Liereyy. MBL coming forward to ram down some more buildings, is going to put some pressure on here with some halbs. Liereyy, for now, can't really deal with these. Can't really send his knights in. It's just not a cost-effective trade. Chemistry still on the way, so we are not seeing any units being produced from Liereyy for now. That is actually a bit of a difference. MBL with the earlier chemistry. Teutonic Knight out to deal with these halbs on the front. Got to love that. Chemistry comes in, hand cannons start coming as we speak. Liereyy will grab guilds. MBL will grab a couple of bombard cannons, and this is a nice honeypot. He's got a bunch of halbs and a couple of bombard cannons, and he's just going to dare his opponent to come squash this army. MBL, are you producing cannons? Yes, you are. Looks like it's going to be halbs and cannons. Not a good time at all for MBL to be housed. Needs to power build some houses, man. He is building a couple in the back. Yep, looks like MBL will be okay. Really sucks when you're about to make a big push and you're trying to get on the horse, you're trying to get the game going, and you're housed just at that critical moment. Hand cannon starting to come out from Liereyy. He is building up his army. He will lose some HP on this castle. More bombard cannons coming from MBL. He's really going to push on that open wound while he can. Liereyy is maybe out of stone. Yeah, Liereyy, I think, running out of stone there for a second. Stopped repairing. needs to buy some stone or needs to get in and stop the cannons. Or maybe just let the castle fall. He's got to make a decision, I suppose. Interesting match right now. MBL really with a nice honeypot, just trying to get his opponent busy. Unfortunately, those cannons got too close to the castle. One of those cannons went down for free to castle arrow fire. 4 cannons on the front. This is a huge investment from MBL. He's got to make something. He's got to keep this alive and make it work. Liereyy will add in hand cannons, but of course, he doesn't really want that fight that bad. And we've got a gunpowder war going on. Little trash, little gunpowder. Lierey's still got his knights alive. If he did send those toward MBL's eco, there are kind of still some halbs waiting with open arms. So maybe not the greatest time to go and try to raid. Hand cannons get in and dodge the first couple of shots here. They may get in and snipe these bombard cannons. Yeah, it looks like we will see at least 2 go down. Not, ooh, we'll see a 3rd go down. Oh, sweet Jesus. Liereyy able to knock down all but 1 bombard cannon for not that much of an investment. And now we've got the green player once again choosing a good fight, coming forward with Teutonic Knights. I don't know why, but they're there. A monk, some knights, and hand cannons. He's got pretty much almost every unit you can build. Needs to start building a couple skirmishers, I guess, just for fun. But yeah, these cannons will do nicely to deal with MBL's trash, but they do have to dodge bombard cannon shots when they're grouped up like this. Of course, that still does quite a lot of damage. Not quite as nasty as a mangonel, but still not something you want to run into the teeth of. Monk, a couple monks, just 1 monk at the moment from Liereyy doing a little bit of healing. Hand cannons are really out in front of their skis a little bit here, but pushing MBL's army back as best that he can, trying to clean up as much of this trash as possible. MBL's halbs here are really numerous. They got to dodge. Now it's their turn to try to dodge some bombard cannon shots. 6 cannons from Liereyy, but not a whole lot of army to protect it. This is a bit of a risk, man. This is a bit of a risk. A couple of knights to the north, keeping his opponent busy. But these cannons, man, 6 cannons. Huge investment of resources. Wow, 2 more cannons on the bottom. Liereyy is all in. He's going to start raiding MBL's gold on the top side, which is really nice. Treb's coming out from Liereyy as well. He's just building every unit that he can. Castle drop coming in the middle of the map will take away the gold and stone for Liereyy. And man, all of a sudden MBL's looking like he's on his last breaths of life. Seems to be falling behind Liereyy with a big push here. MBL right now floating some gold and has some wood to work with as well. His halbs are kind of blanketing the map, but they're not able to do very much effectively. These hand cannons aren't super numerous, and they did take some huge cannon shots to the face. But in the end, they do get healed up by the monks, and now we've got 7 bombard cannons, 3 trebs, and maybe just enough hand cannons to keep this army safe. MBL power repairing while he can, trying to keep his castle up for now. Able to snipe one of Lierey's trebs, maybe able to snipe a cannon. Yes, able to snipe a cannon and a treb on the front. 2 cannons now down from Liereyy, not the greatest at the moment. Fight for him, but this castle continuing to take heat. 124 vills for both players. Liereyy not focusing on killing the vills here on the top side, but one can forgive him for that. He's microing in 3 other parts of the map. Villagers will try to power build a castle here. There might be enough halbs to deny it, but MBL is not patrolling, so for now he's just going to walk past that zone of the map. Another trap gets sniped down by MBL's cannons. Gotta say, pretty good micro here from MBL on the cannon side of things. Able to dodge his opponent's cannon shots. And now not quite able to kill that last treb. MBL's castle at the moment is on 1300 HP. Hoardings on the way. And Liereyy is really trying to micro these cannons to knock down MBL's army. Not focusing on the castle for now. Another treb going down for the Lierster? I don't know. It looks like he's actually losing a lot of units here. MBL's castle is still alive for now, but some really decent trades. Get MBL's 1 cannon on the front, able to basically micro back and forth and keep his opponent busy. Liereyy is expanding though. He's got a really nice chunk of the map as far as gold goes. He controls several of the extra gold piles. Still has not killed MBL's vills here on the top, which is probably kind of a funny thing for MBL to have 3 villagers hanging out in the middle of basically Lierey's home base. MBL will abandon ship on this castle in the end. His stone is pretty much gone. Can't afford to really repair it anymore. And we'll see the green push continue to come forward. Green monster. Siege workshops and barracks coming for the green player. He's going to add in some halbs of his own, I would assume, as a blanket of protection for this army. Gonna walk in and snipe some units, snipe down a Treb. MBL is now almost 2,000 points behind his opponent. It's gonna be a really tricky game for MBL to get back into. Let's see, what can MBL do now, and what has he done? What is the plan? Well, we've got villagers going out to a mining camp to grab a little bit of stone. He's sniping away at some vills with some cannons. Has a few Trebs inside of the economy. But that's really about it. 37 total military, and it is mostly halbs. And those halbs are mostly just kind of wandering the map, looking for somebody to love. Unfortunately, they are just so strongly beaten up by hand cannons. It's just not even funny at this point. Liereyy will roll his Trebs forward right into TC Arrowfire, I suppose. Why not? Why not, I guess. Looks like for now, we will see MBL try to hold the line, able to get a bunch of villagers out here onto stone and try to keep this one alive. But yeah, it's looking really tough. MBL with a little bit of halb raiding. Lierey's castle did finish on this side of the map. Really tough game for MBL to get back into. I think I've said that like 25 times. For now, the strategy is keep building halbs, I suppose. Halberdier coming out of every orifice right now. Keep trying to snipe cannons. You got to give MBL some props. He's been able to snipe quite a few of his opponent's cannons. But he is dealing with Liereyy, who's absolutely no joke as far as micro goes as well. So we'll see, man. A little bit of a Treb war here. MBL desperately needs his 90-kilogram projectiles to basically take his opponent's Trebs down. Just needs a little bit of lucky RNG to get these Trebs down kind of quickly while his castle is still alive. One Treb does go down, but a couple of missed Treb shots could spell doom. Liereyy adding in another Treb as well. MBL trying as hard as he can to keep that castle up, but it is now cooked. And these hand cannons can basically have their way with the rest of the economy of MBL. Let's see, MBL sending a halb forward. Liereyy able to clear up all of MBL's eco on the back. This tower is still alive, which is kind of hilarious, but it's not important, so why not? Why not leave it be? Got the range upgrade for the castle, and they outranged the cannon. Yeah, in the end, it looks like... Oh, that's a really good point. Castle's outranging the cannons there at the end. MBL will call GG. Liereyy will call GG. We will call GG. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Killer B. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll catch you next time. Much love. Bye.